Right, here we go. Good evening, folks, and welcome back for more Wrexham in the National League, Welsh only challenge and Academy challenge. Eventually this save will just be Welsh players and maybe some English players who come through my academy, so presumably most of them will have Welsh as a second nationality anyway by that point. So we're going to do some of this, and then at about 8 o'clock I've got a draft competition to go into as well. So let's begin. Where did I leave off last time? I think we are about to play Solihull in the league at home. Solihull, a bit of a nightmare in real life, and I hope Wrexham avoid them if they end up in the playoffs. But I don't know if anybody's seen, but we had a pretty big result on Sunday. It's the most I've enjoyed a football match for a hell of a long time. It's one of them matches where this clock just literally, you can look at the clock and it's not seemed to have changed. It was a brilliant match. They played absolutely brilliantly. Stockport literally threw the kitchen sink at us for the first 20 minutes. And we absolutely beat them to death for the rest of the game. It was absolutely glorious. I'm very, very proud of them at the moment. And people keep hurling that you're only doing it because you're rich at us, and we've been poor. We know what it's like to be poor. And it's not nice. We know what it's like to nearly lose the football club. But the universe has corrected itself and we're on our way, hopefully. So Stockport have got Torquay on Wednesday, which I shall be watching, listening to, however I can get hold of that game. Because if they lose, then we'll be top of the league with at least a minus, and they'd be at least 3 goals behind us, which would be pretty damn amazing. We'd then be favourites to go into the last day and win, and if we win, as long as Stockport don't win, 7 or 8-0, then it's in our own hands again. But we need Torquay to rise up on Wednesday and shock some people, because in Stockport's last 5 games, they also in there played Chesterfield, who were clearly trying to throw their manager under the bus when they played them, and they desperately struggled against them. I think Paddy Madden scored a penalty, which was from not a contentious handball, but the referee didn't give it, and apparently the fourth official told him it was a handball. And then he decided not to give it. That's National League referees, unfortunately. Awful. But with the 5th tier football, unfortunately, you end up with 5th tier referees. It's just part of life, isn't it? We had one a few weeks ago who lived something like 12 miles away from the opposition's ground. How does that happen? So Solihull, and Ben Tozer's got a bruised foot, but he'll be fine. We'll just quick pick here because I rotated for the last match. Where's Hayden? Oh, Hayden's suspended. So we'll have to put, Lennon's right. Cloweth. I like Cloweth on the left, but is Lennon... Harry Lennon's left-footed. Didn't realise that. In real life, he's not played for months. He's been injured. He was a right good player, though, when he was actually playing. It looked like he was going to be one hell of a signing that we got, and he just sort of he's got injured, and we've not seen anything of him for months. O'Connor should be there. Jordan Davis should be there. He's on a yellow card, but anyway. And Ollie Palmer, who's been pretty great this season, 12 goals in 14 games, will continue up front. Like to have Dan Davis on the bench as well. Hall, Johnson, Young, Dave Jones doesn't need to be on the bench. We'll have Brisley. So Brisley, Young, Ponticelli, Dan Davis. I like that. And then, of course, the other big thing, Haaland signing for Manchester City. Good God. Our history could have been different if they would have got Harry Kane last summer. Presumably, Haaland goes to Barcelona or Real Madrid then. We'll risk it for a biscuit. Yeah, that's going to add, what? They're already battering teams 5-0, so that's going to add a whole ton of goals, isn't it? So for Man United and Arsenal and Tottenham and all the other teams that are desperately struggling to keep up with them, they've got one hell of a job on their hands now, haven't they? The only ones I think you can logically keep up with them is Liverpool, because they've got their recruitment so absolutely perfect. And they've got the manager the Man United always needed, really, haven't they, in Klopp? He's built a football club. Maybe Klopp spoke to Man United and he was like, no thank you, don't want to work with the Glazers. You're alright, thanks. So, Solihull Moors. Nightmare IRL. Notts County away is going to be tough. And Altrincham after a day is going to be tough as well. I might have to rotate there. Hayden will come back. I might play Hall Johnson. Okay. That's fine. O'Connor's just a bit ill, he'll be alright. And there we go. Stay patient, I think. That went down like a lead balloon, but encouraging them tends to just bring them back up again. Are they playing the giant striker that Solihull so famously Harvey Manchester City was looking at? No, Kyle Hudlin's on the bench. 206 centimetres. He's a big guy. And of course, the real danger man in real life, Joe Sparrow. He was a beast of a player at our level. Cloweth nearly in for a goal. He's developing really well, which I'm pleased about. Is that a goal? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. 1-0 Wrexham. Good target man play from Ollie Palmer, which they seem to have fixed in this update. That target men actually play like target men rather than just standing around not really doing anything, which is nice. Midfield's functioning well, which is nice. I think O'Connor's going to end up being player of the season because he's going to end up with so many assists. Oh, nearly another set piece. Didn't expect to be beating Solihull on set pieces. They're playing really well. 2-0 on set pieces. Flipping heck. Who'd have thunk it? Against a team renowned for being big, horrible sods. 2-0 Wrexham. Mullin and Palmer on yellow cards. We need to just at least turn that off, come back a bit, and we'll play for possession. I'm going to turn that off as well. And we're looking good. We had a couple of shot results earlier in the season, which you'd expect, to be honest, because they were all sort of getting used to each other, because I think all of these, with the exception of Davis and Cleworth, are new players for Wrexham this season. And Cleworth was out on loan last year, so you can't really even count him. Oh, another one. Boots having a nightmare. Oh, is it offside? Didn't look offside. No, it was. Fair enough. We'll just leave it as it is. I think we can fairly comfortably take Mullin off to give him a rest, because we've got another game in a day. Just over a day. Which does happen in the National League. It happened to Wrexham 3 or 4 weeks ago. And there we go. Happy there. So let's take Mullin off for Ponticelli, and we'll change this to a pressing forward and support. Should we leave Palmer on? Yeah, we'll leave Palmer on and change the fullbacks or the wing backs. Very good. Oh, shouldn't have done encouraged. Wish they'd revamp the team talk so it's a bit more science to it than just knowing exactly which one to press in each situation. So he used to spamming encourage. It's looking good. Nearly. Not far off. Halifax are a bit of a shock there. Third in real life. Solihull are fourth at the moment. Grimsby are hovering around the edge of the playoff zone, if I remember rightly, as a Southend. I think Southend are a bit further down now. Bromley did really well at the beginning of the season, then fell away. Boreham Wood are sort of competing for the playoff places as well. Barnet are terrible in real life. I don't know where this has come from. 39 points out of 21 games is ridiculous for Barnet. Right, let's change the wing backs. It's been a very good performance. Been in complete control against a good team as well. I'm not sure where Yeovil are in the table. I haven't noticed them. I know we lost to them earlier in the season because we had the most ridiculous red card in history. Notts County are sort of about 6th, I think, and Stockport are 2nd to Wrexham at the moment. Nearly that. Just praise them. Oh, what a result that was. 13 shots on target as well. I think we need to give some of them a special pat on the back because they were amazing. James Jones doesn't like being praised, apparently. Well, I'm praising you anyway, James Jones. I'm praising you anyway. Right. So, Altrincham. It's going to be a tricky match, seeing as we've just been through a game, but we did manage to give the wing-backs a little bit of a rest, which was nice. Let's just make these available for the under-18s. He's developing a bit, which is nice, and Clywith is developing really nicely, which is one of the main objectives of this season, is to get promoted and develop Max Clywith, because I'm going to need him. Because I can only buy Welsh players. I don't particularly want to spend lots of money on Welsh players. I just want to make sure that my training facilities and youth facilities are absolutely boss, so I can develop my own, and then eventually the Welsh team will just be all Wrexham players, and I'll buy the ones that inevitably end up at Man United and Arsenal and Tottenham and whatnot when I eventually get big enough to do it. But it's going to be really tough to get from... I think I'll be alright until League One, and then the Championship is going to be really hard. Like, really hard. Because on my previous Wrexham save, this is the winter update version, but on my previous Wrexham save, it was just a nightmare because the youth intakes, even though I had it all maxed out, were always terrible. I think I had one good player come through in how far did I get? 2032? I had one good player in all that time. Do it for the fans. And hopefully everyone comes through this without getting injured. Mooney, he's Welsh. Let's just mark the striker, and that winger's in good form, so we'll give the wingers a bit of a kick in as well, and we'll give the fullbacks a bit of a kick in. That'll do, I think. So let's see how we get on. It's a good start. Quite a way away, but it's encouraging. God, Halifax are dreadful. Why are Halifax dreadful? It doesn't make any sense. They're really good. To be fair, I think both times Wrexham have played them this season, we've actually beat them. Yeah, we did. We beat them away because Paul Mullin scored in the last minute. And if I remember, the home game was pretty easy. I remember them not being very impressive. But they're the third in the table, so they're doing something right. And Stockport play them on the last game of the season as well. So I hope they're good that day. We need them to be. If we end up in the playoffs, it'll be disappointing, but I'd fancy us to do well. I do just fear Solihull though. Solihull and their 6'5" striker. Ooh, nearly one for our 6'5" striker there. And a 6 foot. How tall's 203 centimeters? Is that 6'10" or 6'11"? We've not managed to score. We've had 10 shots and 1 on target. Is this tiredness or is this complacency? Probably a bit of both. So if I tell them I'm disappointed, we are dominating them. I'll just turn on focus play down the right as well. God, that would have been one hell of a goal. What the heck? So 11 shots, 2 on target. That's just complacency. Go on, Paul. Oh, Paul Mullin. 18 goals for the season already. Declared himself Welsh. I couldn't be happier. Hopefully, Paul Mullin ends up playing for Wales on this save. Presumably, he's going to get a bit better when he gets into the league above, but oh, it's so cool. Right. So Paul Mullin has given you a nice team talk there, lads. What a perfect time to score. Zana's doing very well. It's a chance. Do I dare bring off O'Connor because he's my best player, apart from Paul Mullin? That's good from McFadden. Oh, Ollie Palmer should be scoring that. Let's put it on a plate. I think, to be honest, he's tired. So let's bring Ponticelli on. We'll bring on Luke Young, and we'll leave the last sub because presumably someone's going to go twang at some point because we only played a game a day ago. Bloody ridiculous National League fixtures, but it does happen because it happened to us in real life the other week. Much better second half. We've gone from 1 shot on target to 8. Right, we'll have to do that. That's all the subs gone. Thought someone would go twang. I can't really afford to sit back though, because if I sit back, they're going to score. So we'll have to keep it like this. Some good build-up play. Hosanna's been brilliant. What's he on? Oh, he's been subbed, so I can't see. He was on a 7.8 when I last looked. It's very good football. Just get it in the box. Oh, have you missed that, Ponticelli? Ponticelli in real life, the man who works his absolute arse off every game, but never seems to score, unfortunately. Oh, another injury. Right, that's majorly bad. I think we'll drop these in, make them Segundo Volantes. Play these as wing back, defend. Target forward, support. Pressing forward, defend. And let's try and waste as much time as we humanly can. More discipline, dribble less. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Excuse me. Don't want to lose the counter press. When possession has been won, hold shape. Yeah. Hopefully. I've got time wasted on, yeah. Hopefully. We've got enough. Just see the game out now. Dibble's the reserve goalkeeper as well because Leighton's been injured. So we are a little bit vulnerable. Still controlling the game, which is nice, even with 10 men. It's looking promising. Put it in. It's a penalty, and that's a red card, surely. How's that not a red card? It was on a yellow card. He's tripped him over. To second round, Paul Mullin doesn't miss. The hero with his 19th goal of the season. And we're well on our way to the title now. Which is encouraging. We're only going to get better as well. Just like Wrexham did in real life. Started off not knowing what the hell we were doing. We're all over the shop. But this is really encouraging for 10 men to just keep dominating the game. And they're picking up yellow cards like there's no tomorrow. Just turn off, get stuck in now as well, just to make sure we don't get any stupid red cards. Very good. It's a pretty tremendous performance. Hopefully the injury to Jordan Davis isn't too bad, because that would be bad. Well done. I'll have to start thinking about I'm going to pick in the draft later on. Certainly won't be Ronaldo, because last time 3 to 4 weeks, that's not good. Luke Young will have to come in. Hosanna 2 to 4 days. That's not too bad. I'm not picking Ronaldo again. Good God, he was awful. Last time I drafted. And Luke Young and Dan Jarvis on the bench. Losing Jordan Davis for the Notts County game is bad. And losing Hosanna. Stockport drew with Solihull. Big gap emerging between there and there. Dagenham, who were Wrexham's last game of the season in real life, doing absolutely abysmally. But in real life they are 8th and desperately need a win, I think, to get to 7th. So, yeah, Barnet are a bit of a beast on this. Wouldn't have believed that. Expected Stockport and Notts County to be. This is all at the end of the season. We're going to have to get this right. I mean, technical director, I'm not really that bothered about. Dave Jones won't be retained for obvious reasons. I think we'll try and upgrade Steve Parkin as well. He's been criminally underdone on this game for his stats. And we'll upgrade all these, but we'll try and get promoted first. As soon as I can guarantee promotion, I'll start properly developing the staff. Just first. Home, not easy. And there's Christmas gone. We're into January, so we can actually sign players if we want, but we're not going to. We're going to develop what we've got for this season. I'm encouraged by Max Cloworth's development. I think he's going to end up being pretty good. Potentially League One standard, it says, which is great because that's where he's going with us, hopefully. Hosanna can play, which is good. Dan Davis has had quite a few minutes this season, which is nice. He had 9 substitute appearances, which could only help him. Paul Mullin, 18 goals in 20 games is pretty ridiculous. And Ollie Palmer's there as well with 13. And then, of course, the only other one who's in the same league as them is Schmanga. He was an absolute monster in real life. If we win this, we're well on our way because these look like the only ones who can actually compete with us at the moment. Interestingly, the average ratings, though, are all Stockport players. Who were significantly lower down. It's a bit strange, isn't it? But Sterling Player of the Year. Let's have a look how the Premier League's going, actually. So what did that bring? I bet you Man United are far better than... Nope, what's happened here? What am I doing? League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League. Yeah, well, Liverpool and Manchester City at the top. Chelsea third, so it's got this pretty much spot on, isn't it? City and Liverpool have swapped round the other way in real life now. Arsenal fourth, which is highly likely. It'll either be them or Spurs, won't it? Watford, Norwich and Brentford. So I've nearly got that right as well. Everton are shocking, which they've got right. They've got Lukaku a little bit overrated by the looks of it, haven't they? He's been pretty poor this season. Got to watch the time because this draft's starting at 8. He's improved considerably as a footballer over the last 2 months. Considerably improved his decisions. Changed to passing training, which I think is vitally important, seeing as he can only pass 3, which is ridiculous because real life Max Cloworth is far better at passing than that. He doesn't give the ball away. It's a good sign that he's better than 3. He gives the ball away less than Aaron Hayden, who plays on the other side of Wrexham's defence. And he's like genuinely a very, very good player. And he's 19 and he was playing in the Welsh National League last season. Premier Cymru League, I think. Yeah, he's benefiting from playing in matches, which is good. 1 finishing. I hope he never gets a chance. To be fair, he has missed some sitters this season. I think he missed from a yard out at one point and put it right above his head. But he's a centre-back, isn't he? Grizzly old veteran centre-backs miss chances. Grizzly struggling with training, which isn't a surprise because I've not really used him. Don't really intend on using him either. One of the ones I might replace at the end of the season with a Welsh player. But if I get some good academy players, which would be a miracle, because Wales doesn't seem to get good youth players, which is all part of the challenge, then they'll be given minutes next season. I'm not overly fussed about, after I get up this year, I'm not overly fussed about jumping from League 2 straight to 1. It'd be nice, but it'd be nice to grow a little bit more organically with this save, because if I go up the leagues too fast, like last time I went in a straight line. I went National League, League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League, and then I got relegated out of the Premier League, and then I went back into the Premier League the year after with the money, and then sort of bounced around 4th and 5th, and then came 2nd in my last season because I lost to Manchester City on goal difference. We both got 91 points. I think they beat me by about 6 goals. And that's where I sort of ended that save. Because when I started streaming on Twitch, it was just too many leagues loaded and stuff. It was taking ages. So I started a game with less leagues loaded so that it's not an absolute nightmare to wait between games. No, Xander's struggling, so we will have to play Hall Johnson, which is a blow. He's decent enough. He's got a very nice jacket on there. On this picture. Right. Same again, please. We were tremendous last time. Let's go again. That's all very good. Right. Do we want to put any opposition instructions on? Considering they're one of the better teams in the league, I would think so. Right, Ruben Rodriguez is quality. Let's mark him. We will go in hard and mark this dude hard. Leave those two. We don't want these two crossing the ball. If we can... No, this doesn't look good. Come on, Dibble. Off the outside of the post. Oh, that's bad from Hall Johnson. Come on, put some pressure on it. It's good. Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullin in real life, like, you'd have to go to a Wrexham match to understand just truly how good those two are in the National League level. They're just ridiculous. Oh, Mullin. You'd expect him to score there, and that broke to him. Yeah, Mullin's like a sneaky... He's not athletically incredible, but he works so hard. So you end up with him bothering centre-backs, and the centre-backs get really hot under the collar and don't know what to do. And he tends to rob them and just go running in behind them all the time. And then Ollie Palmer is like an extra at a Braveheart. He's just absolutely massive. And they don't know what to do with him. Oh, it's a chance off the bar. Dibble flapped at that. Good style. Put it in then. Oh, should be a yellow card that. Just bundled him over on the edge of the box. No, it's a chance for Ollie Palmer. Mullin and Palmer have both missed big chances now. I'd encourage them. A draw would be a good result though. No, I had to say it, didn't I? Yep, had to say it. Notts County take the lead 1-0 from a set piece. Four shots, none on target. Which is what happened in the last game until the second half when they actually decided to show up. Maybe giving him a kick at half time will wake him up a bit. I think we need to change this off there because it's not working. Luke Young is struggling desperately as well. Let's change him to the deep lying playmaker and him to Mazzala attack, I think. That might suit them better. And dreadful. Not good. Right. Thrash arms, what was that? Strikers, really shockingly bad. Yeah, well, should have hit the target, shouldn't you, Paul? No, you've scored 18 goals, and I love you and everything, and I know you're Welsh now, but you let me down. It's encouraging. Mullins missed another big chance. It's a great throw. Oh, dealt with it well. It's a good ball. And Palmer, the typical. I love this how they fixed the target, man. It brings joy to my heart seeing as I got Ollie Palmer up front. McFadzean struggling. McFadzean, isn't it? McFadzean. I always say McFadden. It's not. It's McFadzean. Right, on the yellow card. He's off anyway. Go on, young Daniel. I have faith in you. Toes are struggling. Courage. It's very similar to the way that Wrexham play in real life with this system. Oh, Palmer again. Oh, he's in again. What a goal. It's brilliant. Exactly what we needed at exactly the right time. So that's fantastic. I think we'll just get a bit clever with this now. Typical National League. We're in the league. We'll keep the ball and waste as much time as we can. That's a fantastic goal. Right. Who are they bringing on? Cal Roberts. You can have a bit of a kick in. It's going to be a long throw. Oh, Young with head across on it. Oh, Lennon this time. Thought it was Palmer again. Disallowed. What was that for? What was that disallowed for? You didn't do anything wrong. Damn it. I don't dare go any lower than balanced. Stop him, Dan. Preferably not like that, Dan. Oh, Dan. What have you done? Oh, Dan. Rush of blood to the head there. Right. Hosanna for Mullin. We're down to 10 men again. That's fine. Wing back defend, wing back defend. Cautious. Out of possession. Comfortable with that. I mean, we have got get stuck in on, but not like that. Just need to see the game out now. I think we'll go to defensive, to be honest. I quite like this, actually. Segundo Volante, no. Defensive midfield, let's change them both there like that, and then James Jones can do that. And then we've got a big wall up in front of them. This worked really well in the last game. We kept control of the game. We've been far better than Notts County as well, which is really encouraging. No, don't dare do that. We'll just bring Ponticelli on for the last minute. Just a waste of a bit of time. Oh, have we not wasted enough time? Oh, Dibble. Dibble. Yeah, Dibble will be very disappointed. He's beaten his near post. Yeah, I agree. God damn it, Dibble. Oh, I sympathise with you. It's the young lad getting sent off, but I would have taken a draw before the game anyway, so that's pretty good. 2 weeks, Dan, 2 weeks. Not good enough getting sent off in a big game. Need to learn. Oh, and I've lost McFasdean as well. So it'll have to be Bryce who plays there. Changes to inverted wing back. And we'll turn that off. French is a backup defender, and Davis is out for a while. McAlinden, who's a backup left back in real life. Not on this. Can't defend for Toffee, but Boreham Wood at home. Let's give everyone a rest. Is Lainton back yet? Yeah. It's fine. Could be the last match before I swap over for the draft. Let's see if there's any news on that yet. Excuse me. No offers made for McAlinden. What was that about? Zero? Oh, it's the end of contract. Yeah, I'm not keeping him anyway, so I don't really mind, to be honest. Yeah, 5-8. I think there's 4 of us doing it, so it shouldn't be a too big a tournament. It should only be a short one, but I've got a tournament on Saturday night, so I want to test a few Brazilians out because it's a South American draft. So like, I think it's Argentina, Colombia, Uruguay, Brazil, and Mexico. So I've done a little list, so I'll pick some of the players off that list. In fact, I haven't got my little list with me. That's great preparation, but I'll try and remember. It's more like the Fabinhos and the Neymars and that I want to test anyway because they're going to be my star players, hopefully, if I come early enough in the draft, because they're the ones that everyone's going to want. Like Neymar, Fabinho, Casemiro, Alisson. So McAlinden's going at the end of the season, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. It's the FA Trophy after this, so that's a good place to leave this game. Here we go. Wish they'd change that, the press conferences. They don't seem to make any difference whatsoever. As long as you don't do anything too extreme over to the right, I just, I'll leave it as it is. Cloweth doing amazingly well in training. This is great. Where was he born? Place of birth unknown. That's very mysterious. Rosanna's doing okay. We'll motivate Dan Davis a bit. Nobody's doing badly, which is encouraging. Right, so Dibble wants to be available for the under-18s. Davis is still out for until after the cup game, probably. I'm going to have to give some of these a game in that. Don't want to lose to Torquay, though. Oh, hello. Thank you very much for following me. It's been a very quiet stream this evening. I don't know where everybody is. But you just really cheered me up. So thanks very much. Means a lot, that. Thank you. Oh, I've been in work all day. I've got a draft at 8 against a few friends on the Gary Miller's channel. I think Gary Miller's actually on holiday, but there's some other people joining later. So I thought I'd do an hour of Wrexham, and then an hour or so, hour and a half of that as well. So, but thanks very much. I'm sort of on the quest to affiliate now. I've got, I think, 27 followers now. So thank you very much for following me. It means a lot and helps a lot as well. Yeah, I had a really good stream on Saturday. Seems to get a lot of people in, but today's been really quiet. How are you anyway? Who do you support? I spent Saturday with lots of Man United fans in here talking about their owners. It's just like therapy for them, I suppose. And then since then, they've signed Haaland. Manchester City have signed Haaland, haven't they? So, God, the Premier League's done for the next decade. Yeah, I was just saying thanks for following me. And who do you support? I support Wrexham. I don't know if you can notice. I've got a shirt behind me as well over there. That interesting story about that shirt. That's a match-worn shirt. Are you old enough to remember who Cherno Samba is? You're a Liverpool supporter. Yeah, you're doing pretty well, but you must be fearing Haaland. But are you old enough to remember who Cherno Samba is? Because I am, sadly. Oh, nearly Ollie Palmer. I don't know if you've noticed this, but they seem to have fixed the target men on the winter update. I find that ever since the winter update, the target men play like target men rather than just wander around doing nothing and getting 6.5s. Which is good, seeing as Wrexham signed a target man in January. Yeah, but Liverpool, a club who always get their recruitment spot on, are basically the only challenge that Manchester City have got left. Now, that's a good save from Lainton. It's held it as well. You know, Diaz has been brilliant, hasn't he? That new winger you've got from, was it Benfica, 50 million they signed him from. That looks like a bargain, doesn't it? When you consider Man United went and splashed 80 million on Harry Maguire. You can't even get in that Man United team at the moment. That's a brilliant header from Hosanna, who's having to play on the left because all the left backs are either suspended or injured. So that's encouraging. Pleased with that. No. Not yet. I've seen the animations, like on other people's videos and whatnot. There's a Rabona animation, isn't there, as well? I've seen Rabona finishes, but not on my saves. They just seem to. The one that you see all the time is the striker running through on goal. The goalkeeper comes out, and then the striker does the little dink over the goalkeeper. You see that one all the time. But no, I haven't seen the overhead kick or the Rabona yet. And I've played this. This is my new save, which I've done for Twitch, because my original Wrexham save that I started right at the beginning of the game cycle, where I'm in the Premiership, playing against Manchester City and whatnot. I've got loads of leagues loaded. So it's way too slow. It's just taking ages and ages to get through to the next game. So I've loaded quite a few leagues, but not all the tons of leagues that I loaded for that game, because I was not intending on streaming until very recently. I've only started in the last 3 weeks. Oh, I shouldn't have done encourage. I'm so used to spamming encourage. I wish they'd change the shouts to something a bit more, it just seems to, it's like you're one down. You either demand more or encourage. You're winning, you praise. Oh, it's a brilliant header from Paul Mullin. Fantastic goal. Praise. There we go. See? Oh, Palmer didn't like being praised that time for some reason. I don't know why. Right. Well done. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, the draft will be coming up soon. Just making sure there's no one in there at the moment. Nope, not yet. We're good for a minute. Doing well. We'll make some subs now. So who's needs a rest? French for Hall Johnson's not a bad shout. Could do with the game. McAlinden's leaving at the end of the season, so there's no real point in persisting. We'll give Palmer a rest, and we'll give James Jones a rest as well. And I will just turn it down a bit now so I don't end up getting anybody injured, and we'll turn get stuck in off. I don't know if you've ever done a draft, but get stuck in a draft literally turns them into serial killers. I did Down the Local, which is a draft competition a few weeks ago. I came in at the last minute for somebody else. So, and I had Get Stuck In on, and my players were just literally hacking people down left, right, and centre. I had about 4 red cards in 3 games. I had one where my goalkeeper cleared it, and I had Higuain standing up against the centre back, and Higuain just elbowed someone clean in the face. Oh God! Oh, nice easy victory anyway. More game time for Cloweth, which is really nice. A little bit, and his passing's gone up to 4, which encourages me as well. Our coaching is working. 25 minutes till the draft. We'll keep an eye on that. It's an excellent run of form. Doing very, very well. Yeah, just a brief overview of Wrexham's history. The thing that we're proud of more than anything else is a competition that we're not even in anymore. In this, the Welsh Cup. We used to use it as a path to get to European football at one point, but they don't let us in it anymore. They don't let us qualify anymore. They got wise to it, so we didn't enter it. We haven't entered it for quite a while, but I remember going to watch Welsh Cup games as a boy at the racecourse. They were always really good. It was, you go and play TNS a lot of the time in the latter stages. They probably win it every year now, I suppose. But Wrexham have won the most Welsh Cups out of any other team, I think. Cardiff have 22. We've got 23. But the owners have got a chance to win a trophy in, I think it's 2 weeks on Sunday. We go to Wembley and we're playing Bromley in the final of the FA Trophy. And on Sunday we could end up with a massive party because if we win our last game and Stockport only take 3 points from the last 2 and don't outscore us, bearing in mind we've got an advantage of 2 goals, we will go up as champions. And Wrexham will literally be a party town for about 3 months. Getting crowds of 10,000 a week at the moment, which is remarkable. It just took I think it was about 3,000 we were getting before, 3,500 before the takeover and before COVID. But the club never really had any ambition to go anywhere other than to survive and live within its means, which is perfectly fine considering what happened to Wrexham in the early 2000s. It's completely understandable. They ran it without any debt, which was incredible. The trust, which was owned by the fans, or run through the fans, where fans own shares in the club. And we nearly got promoted, genuinely nearly got promoted once. We lost in the playoff final. But we could end up with 2 trophies this season. But we need the team I'm playing next to beat Stockport on Wednesday. That would really put the cat amongst the pigeons. The draw wouldn't be the end of the world. James Jones is injured. James Jones is going to be really important to this save. I'm going to be completely relying on him. Is he still English on this? No, Scottish. Yeah, I had a feeling he was Scottish on my last save, but he was born in Dundee. I didn't know that. I thought he was born in England. I'm sure he's got an English accent. IRL. I think we can get this last game in before the draft. Leighton's starting a coaching course, which you'd expect for a 32-year-old goalkeeper. We should stop getting injured, Leighton. Because every time I put Dibble in goal, I weaken myself, unfortunately. Right, how bad's James Jones? 2 days. Let's put Dan Jarvis in. McAlinden can come back here. Bryce Hosanna can play there. McAlinden can drop out. Hayden, I'm going to bring you back in now after your injury. Or your suspension. Lennon's played a few games which should keep him happy for most of the rest of the season. Can I develop your weaker foot? Player wouldn't see any benefit in training weaker foot. Why? Why? Well, it's important if you're going to play on the left of a 3, isn't it? Where's the thing where it tells me how decent his feet are? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm a bit obsessed with developing Max Cleworth. Oh, he's done really well again. Well done, Max. Well done, Bryce. And well done, Reese. So, for the last game of the Wrexham part of this stream, Torquay at home in the Cup. It's going to be really cool going to Wembley, because Wrexham only ever go to Wembley once in a blue moon. I think it's the 22nd of May. Going down on the coach with my brother. We're going to watch the game and then come back on the coach. I know lots of people are staying over there. It's quite a long way. It's about 4.5 hours to London from Wrexham. It's going to be pretty horrible if we lose, but I'm sure we won't. The owners will be there, which will be nice. They've been, I think Rob McElhenney's only been over once. They came together and they went round the town. They went to the church in Wrexham, which was Henry VIII's favourite church. It's been there that long. Wrexham Cathedral, which is a really impressive building, to be fair. I mean, anyone from York could laugh at it. I went to York a few weeks ago, and good God, their cathedral's big. It's absolutely enormous. But for Wrexham, it's the most impressive building in the whole town. They went there. They went around some of the local shops. They went to a local DVD shop and signed some of the DVDs for them in there, so they could sell them. That was cool. And they watched the game. There was a real party atmosphere at that game. It was a good chance for Mullin. Yeah, it was really cool. But the best game was Sunday, regardless of if we end up in the playoffs or not. Sunday, battering Stockport at home was so cool. We absolutely, as soon as we scored the first goal, we battered them. It's just so encouraging. I hope Torquay are actually in all right form, so it would be so good if Torquay. Oh, it's a great free kick from O'Connor. It would be so nice if Torquay can beat them, and then the last day of the season is just going to be a blur, because we actually had exactly the same fixture, Dagenham away, last season. At the end of that, it was all COVID and everything was horrible, where there was no crowds, and we had to watch it on live streams and all that sort of stuff, and it was the echoey, horrible football without fans. And then you got to the end of it, and fans were just about coming back, and we could have Ended up in the playoffs with Dean Keats as our manager, who I liked, but he was very, very unpopular with the fans for being too negative. I think in reality, Dean Keats' problem wasn't that he was too negative; it's just that the players he had weren't quite up to the standard. Phil Parkinson plays a very similar. Clover's injured. That's not good. Let's take him off. Lennon, come on there. No French, come on there. No problem. Palmer's in. Oh, yeah, but we needed to beat Dagenham. I think we were losing at the time, and Rutherford, who was one of the ones they released, came on and two-footed someone with his first action in the game. We got a red card and then didn't end up getting into the playoffs because of it. And immediately after that, they let Keats go and replaced him with Phil Parkinson a few weeks later. Lapsley, a player I've had quite a few Wrexham saves over the years. The decent box-to-box midfielder is my memory of him. This is a bit of a struggle. Not good enough. Should be beating Torquay at home. I want to win the cup. We bring some money in for my building the club next season, if nothing else. In fact, McFadden's doing very well as an inverted wing back, but let's change him back to a wing back. Then he can go on his left foot a bit more. Maybe get some crosses in. Oh, it's a good ball. It was good from Mullin. Came back and supported. We're on the counter. Palmer, Mullin. Oh, it's close. You do something positive and I praise you and you don't like it. Right, I can't keep playing Luke Young as a Mazzala because he's got the legs for it. Let's bring James Jones on and we'll play him as a Mazzala. I think we'll leave it like that now. In fact, let's swap Jarvis and Jones over. Seems a bit silly to have them that way around when Jones usually plays on the right. Put it in. Oh, Mullin, you've missed 3 cracking chances. Come on. Let's go attacking. Don't want this to go to extra time. Might put Cleworth on. Not Cleworth. No, I'm not going to actually. I'll leave French as he is because he's not played many games. Don't want to be faffing about with putting wide centre backs on attack with the understudy struggling enough as it is. We should put Lennon on the bench now instead of French, but. Jarvis. We started there's a podcast for Wrexham called Dragonheart, and I suggested they start a fantasy league, and they did. And Dan Jarvis is top of it. He's ridiculously good at fantasy football. And French just scored. Terrible mistake from their goalkeeper, but that will save us having extra time or a replay or whatever horrible bloody. Oh, was it straight to penalties, FA Trophy? I'm pretty sure. Might be wrong. And that will do very nicely. Very good. Hall Johnson wouldn't be a bad shout, actually. Set them to defend as well. And we'll turn off, turn that off, turn that off. Slow down pace. Okay. Season's going very well so far. Nope. No. Hopefully that's the end of the game. He took his time, didn't he? He took 12 seconds to get that kick in. They're losing. Palmer with a bit of a tired lunge then. Oh, Duke McKenna, please don't score. I've got to start a draft in a minute. That's full time. Very nice. Well done. I had a bad feeling about that cup game, but we've got through it. Rested a couple of players as well, which is encouraging. And a long time till Yeovil away next. Chloe's just got a bruised ankle, which is fine. Let's just praise McFasdean so don't forget. There we go. Right. So that's a very good stream. Unbeaten and won all but one of the games. And that one game is one we could afford to draw. So that's beautiful. So I'm just going to sort this competition out. I will be back in a minute. Game's up. Name Football Manager Cup pass. What's it doing? Football Manager Cup pass. Football Manager Cup. Oh. There we go, we're back. It ever decides to join. What's it doing? I've already done this. Just did this. What you doing, game? What you doing, game? Come on. Come on. Didn't even ask for the password that time. There's a problem with the servers apparently. Hopefully that gets fixed in a minute. Unable to connect to server. We're starting again. What are we doing? Just going to suggest they recreate it. It's only it's unlimited budget, but I need to test some Brazilian players out for a draft on Saturday night. Some Argentinians as well. Hopefully I can remember them because I left my notes in the house. I'm outside in our little room at the moment, so I can't read them. Banatenko is one I wanted to use. Uruguayan. Valverde. Yeah, it's just doing cannot connect to server. I think we're going to recreate it. Sorry anyone who's watching, it's not very interesting, but it's out of my control at the moment. Sorry. You'll just have to admire my incredible fashion sense and my Ted Lasso belief sticky postery thing. Anyone who hasn't watched Ted Lasso? Very good show. I like Roy Kent, who's basically Roy Keane, isn't he? Right, he's recreated it. So I can stop talking bullshit. Right. No, I struggled to find this last time. Davey FM. If I go to Fantasy Draft, search. Blame my Davey. Fantasy Draft. Let me just go out and come back in again. God, I wish they'd make it easier to find these games. Honestly. It is daft. Fancy draft search. It's not there. Was it Davy FM or FM Davy? I can't remember. Connections, game type. Well, we don't want career. Fancy draft. There it is. Try it again. Hooray! With the old black and gold. Colours of my logo. So I want Brazilians for an experiment. Fabinho is the one I want more than any other. Begin draft. We'll begin when all managers are ready. Yeah, for anyone out there who might be watching, that's a Cherno Samba shirt, a match worn Wrexham Cherno Samba shirt. Tell that story to everyone who comes in here. And only people who are of a certain age remember who that man is. But he was it Championship Manager 02 or 102? He was the kind of Freddie Adu, young Pele striker. And he played in the England youth team, IRL, with Wayne Rooney. They must be the same age or within a year of each other. And he had mental health problems and stuff, and it never happened for him. And he ended up playing at Wrexham for 3 games, and then he got released. That's presumably the only match-worn Cherno Samba shirt. And being a football manager fanatic and Wrexham fanatic, of course, just waiting for one more person, sorry. It was in the chat, I think. Yeah, it should be there somewhere, so we'll be getting going in a minute. Yeah, so I had to have that. As soon as I saw that was available. Hey, well, I'm not going to do a short list. Don't need a short list, lads. We can pick whoever we want. My draft record at the bottom there looking absolutely appalling. And it is, to be fair. Come on. Any chance? There's only 4 of us. Don't need to shortlist. Come on. I'll just have a sleep for a minute. Is it against the rules of Twitch to have a sleep? Wake me up when they've done the shortlist. Come on. Ooh. So do we want to do 2 legs or 1? But if we do 2, I'll be here till 11 o'clock. Oh, there we go. Right, Fabinho, please. soon as it comes my turn. Straight edge has gone for Lukaku, who either seems to be an absolute monster or absolutely diabolically rubbish. There is no middle ground with Lukaku. Neymar. Marquinhos. Probably butchered that, but did get Neymar, didn't we? Yeah. Who else? Ben Attencourt was another one. Shit. What? Where is it? There. We want Benattencourt, Valverde, De Paul was another one I was looking at. De Paul. No, what the hell happened there? The chap who plays for Atletico Madrid. Am I spelling it wrong? Or is it just, there we go. Where else? Who else do we want? Zapata was another one I wanted to try. No, he's picked Alisson, which is a pain in the balls. So I was going to pick Alisson. I'll pick. Presumably in the South American draft, Alisson's going to go straight away. So I'm going to pick Muslera. Is it the Uruguayan goalkeeper? Come on, Eskimo Russ. Just keep it going. There we go. All right. Muslera. More filters, roll, not asked. How do I add condition? Nationality is Brazilian. Yeah, the only one I'm Militao be the next one. Not having Thiago Silva because he's pretty good at it. I'm going to try all of them. I'm going to try Thiago Silva and Militao because I need a better understanding of some of these South American players for this draft on Saturday. Some of them seem to work, but some of them seem to be absolutely diabolically crap. Thiago Silva looked far better than I remember when I looked him up. So Come on. Come on. Who did I have as left backs and right backs? Will I get another pick? Why did it give me two then? Oh, Alexandro was definitely one I wanted to try. Alex Tellez as well, who may only be worth 4.3, but historically he's actually been really decent for me. Sandro's definitely the superior player. Not as quick as he used to be though. Well, we'll give him a go. I'm just trying to think who else I had on the list. We'll go Alexandro, and we'll have Alex Tellez as well. And it comes round to my turn. Right backs, Danny. I've got a competition on Saturday, and it's Uruguayan, Brazilian, Argentinian, Mexican, or Uruguayan. Sorry if I said Uruguayan twice, and it's been a long day. But there aren't many good right backs. Cuadrado is the only decent right back that I could actually find. So if Cuadrado's still there, I'll have Cuadrado, who is Colombian. Right, he is still there by the looks of it, so we'll try Cuadrado. Great. And Daniel. I had Daniel once before and he let me down absolutely horribly. But we'll give him another go. Where are you? Right backs, Brazilian. Daniel Alves, way too old. I can't, sorry, Viking. I'm picking South Americans because I'm trying to get ready for a draft on Saturday. So I'm only picking South Americans. But I know, yeah, he's quality, you're right. It's kind of like a cheap Lukaku. Right. What else did we need? So we got Uruguayan midfielders. We've got Fabinho. We're all right there. Oh, Lozano was one I wanted to try as well. The Mexican. Where's Mexico? Are they not in South America on this? Where's Mexico? Let's just do it here. Lozano. Are they in Central America or something on this? Right, so we've got Zapata, Neymar, Lozano, which is what I wanted in the draft, Benatancourt, DePaul, Fabinho, Alexandro and Alex Tellez, Danilo Cuadrado, Militao Marquinhos, and Muslera. That seems pretty decent. Yeah, that's not going to help, is it? Defender centre. Nationality is Argentinian. Try Otamendi as well. He was on the list. Romero was also on the list, so we'll take him as well. Take Romero. How many we got? 16. We'll go to 18. So we need one more midfielder. Oh, Paradise, yeah. Benega's got no physicals left. Lo Celso's crap, if I remember. No, he's not actually. He's pretty good. Oh, I know I wanted as well. I don't mind only having one goalkeeper as well. Was there a limit on the number of people I was supposed to pick? Let me just look it up. $18, and I got 16. I wanted Paqueta. He's Brazilian, of course, isn't he? So I need to change that. South America, Brazilian. Okay, Paqueta there. So now the last one's got to be a substitute goalkeeper, really. Neto was one that was on my list. Alisson's been taken. Edison. Oh, Edison, yeah. Yeah, we'll try Edison as well. Never heard of Weaverton. He's pretty good as well. Nearly that, we can start the draft. There we go, Edison. Finish picking. Done. I like the look of that. I've got some options. I'm testing all the players that I want to test ahead of the draft. Actually, I should have picked another striker. But, hey ho. Live and learn. Right. I just want to do a quick tactical setup for what I want. Otamendi makes a banging captain. Wow. That's worth knowing. Whether captains actually make a difference, I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, it's something. Right. Gegenpress. Choose a formation. That one. Confirm. Look for overlaps. Work ball into box. More expressive. Shorter passing. Higher tempo. Dribble at defence. Play for set pieces because we've got Neymar. And he's ridiculously good at that. High press because why not? Distribute quickly. That will do, I think. Right. Fabinho in there as a deep line playmaker, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll play him as a target forward. We seem to work on this game now. It didn't before. Wing backs, inside forwards is fine. Let's pick Thiago Silva and Marquinhos, which I'll give a go to in the first game, I think. I want to try Paqueta. We'll try him instead of DePaul and we'll make him a Mazzala on attack and we'll focus play down the left. Set pieces, corners, attack, go near post. That'll do. Let's see how we get on. I think I've drafted a good team there. Hopefully Zapata is as good as his stats look, because they do look good. I should have set up set piece takers. Neymar will take them all anyway, so it's no big deal. Lozano is usually very, very good on this game. I've known from playing against him for years and years in the Champions League, and he goes on. I think he might have has he got a brilliant natural fitness? No, not really, but he tends to go on for years and years beyond what he should do. Even when his pace is gone, he keeps playing. And he's a bit of a nightmare. I like the balance of this. If I got all these players, I'd be really pleased. Fabinho is going to go really early in this draft on Saturday. Paqueta might not, and I've got a feeling he's going to be good. Looks pretty good to me. Might try the one who plays for Newcastle as well, as Bruno. Yeah, I can see why Fabinho is good as well. I think maybe even Cuadrado might be the most important player to get in this draft, because there are so few decent right backs in the pool with the one on Saturday that Cuadrado is really the only usable one. Right, here we go. Enjoy the match, Saldo. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. Let's just set Neymar to these. There we go. Grealish, Lewandowski, Salah, Rice, Pedri, Rodri, Alaba, Van Dijk, Koulibaly, Cancelo. What a team that is. Livakovic. Bad miss by Zapata. Come on then. Go on. I mean, other strikers I could use. I could use Firmino, but I'm not. Oh God, that was a chance. I'm not overly fussed about deep lying forwards. I'd rather have a target man or an advanced forward. Cavani is another option. Because we only picked 18, I didn't really have a chance to pick him. Straight edge is winning in the other game. This one's even so far. Sandro's on the booking. We don't have get stuck in on, do we? Because if we do, no, that's fine. Get stuck in is an absolute nightmare on drafting. You just end up with red cards left, right and centre. So use it with caution. Well, this is boring. Not bloody good enough. Neymar has been awful. For the love of God, Neymar, do something, will you? I wonder if he'd be better off being an inverted winger rather than an inside forward. That might help. Salah. Let's move Paqueta there. Just tried to power for Ben Attencourt because he's not doing anything. Cuadrado's suffering, which isn't great. Thiago Silva's crap. And we'll bring on Alex Telles. Very concerned how crap Neymar's been. Not good enough, that is it? 6.1. Maybe he's better being avoided then and we'll find somebody else for Saturday. It's an absolutely horrific pass by Fabinho. Okay, let's try something more along those lines. Let's try that. Cuadrado, you disappoint me. Danilo, have a go. Dead even game. I mean, Zapata's been appalling and Neymar's been appalling. do this. Change him to a false 9. Wing back support, wing back attack. Change him to a Mazzala attack and just see if we can create a chance. He's had one shot and scored one shot on target and scored 1 goal. Love to see it. Can you do something for once, Neymar? It's a penalty, that, isn't it? Oh, for fuck's sake, honestly. Oh. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Sweep a keeper on attack. Ain't the way to go. But Neymar should have had a penalty. He's making some changes. Great. Good job, Neymar. You've been an absolute disaster. You play... Just wonder whether to just change it to a 3 up front and play 4-3-3 as... Well... Not good enough. Why wouldn't you let me change that? Come on. I hope they make these menus more easy to use on the next game. It's just like setting up games and all that, and navigating these menus is so laggy. Salah absolutely wrecked me there. I think mainly because of Thiago Silva was absolutely crap. I knew there was a reason I didn't put him on the list. Very strange how absolutely dreadful Neymar was. We're still waiting for the other match, are we? Try Otamendi next game. When, like here, when we're waiting for them to ready up, it should let you change your tactics ready for the next match to save some time. That's ended 2-1 to Davey. Was it not ended on 56 minutes? Bloody hell, they've only just started, really? Should we view it? So we've got something to watch. What's it doing? There we go. Well, this is very one-sided. Just wonder whether to play Neymar and... I'm going to try a completely different formation next game. We'll try Neymar and Zapata up front as a 2. We'll try a formation with 3 at the back and 2 Segundo Volantes that I came up with. I've handicapped myself a bit with the old only South American pool thing, but that dude was right. Should have picked Veghorst. Davies onto something with this strategy. Just blowing him out the water. We're getting that. Next Tuesday is a will be a bit different. It's a 98, a 92-93 draft game. So that'll be interesting. It's 2 sets. It's okay. Side forward, inverted winger. I think Davies onto something with this formation. Come on. Finally. Can we change anything now? No? Oh, come on. Why can't I change things? Okay, so it was a pretty even game, but we ended up losing 2-0. Let's try changing these to inverted wingers. And we will try Otamendi. Is Otamendi a good passer? Not really. So we could change Otamendi to a central defender defend. That might help. I'll do in tactics, I think. Do you know what? Let's try something radical. Why not? Let's try that. Making changes. Okay, he's got Allison. I wanted Allison. Let's see if Edison is still absolutely dreadful. I don't think it's really possible to have Edison without playing him as a sweeper keeper on a sort of attack anyway. We'll see. Davey's got a similar fashion sense to me. Hey, we scored after a minute. Things are looking up. Excellent. I think the lesson could be a bit more attacking. He's making changes after 40 seconds. Please, Paqueta's done well because I thought his stats looked very good. Oh, here we go. No. Let's change this to positive. Maybe the thing is with Fabinho there, you can afford the extra attacking midfielder. I might have to come up with someone a bit better than Betancourt, but must be another flary Brazilian central midfielder I can find somewhere. Diaz, the Liverpool guy, was the other one I wanted as well to try it. Oh, was it 2-0? So inside forwards seem to work better. Inverted wingers seem to work better than inside forwards. We've learned that. That must be very tight. Not that tight. Praise them. It's all right. Neymar underperforming again. It's becoming a bit of a pattern, this, isn't it? What about Lozano on the left as an inverted winger and Diaz on the right, the Liverpool guy, as an inverted winger on that side? That might work better than Neymar. Neymar's going to be 80 million or something as well, isn't he? Come on. Somebody put a tackle in. Somebody, for the love of God, put a tackle in. That's a goal. Oh, for God's sake. Shocking defending. From Otamendi. He's got Haaland and Mbappe and De Bruyne. I can see why he dominated the last game now. Can we please win the ball, guys? Fabinho, your job is literally to stop that happening. Yeah, Otamendi's getting rinsed. Let's try Militao. Marquinhos and Militao seem like a good partnership to me. Dominated. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, man. And Neymar, once again, has not turned up. Cuadrado has this time, though. Let's throw the water bottle at Neymar, make me feel better. Where is he? Do something. Why are you so terrible? Making changes. Highlight that went to nowhere. Love to see it. How to solve a problem like Neymar. He's supposed to have 18 free kick taking, if I remember rightly, as well. Not created anything from those. Come on. Put it in. Oh, it was a patter. Hit it straight at the goalkeeper. So at least freshen it up a little bit. But the patter's been a bit of a disaster. Let's just try. Let's try Neymar closer to the goal. Focus play down the right. Turn that overlap off. Hit early crosses, shoot on sight. Why not? Why not? I mean, considering he's got such an absolutely immense team, the teams in the competition on Saturday won't have an immense team in comparison to this. So we're holding our own. We've had the same number of shots on target. Yeah. The only other thing we can do is push them there. Do something a bit strange like that and just see if we can make a bit of space to create a shot. Overloads on the right hand side. Zapata has been a complete disaster and Neymar has also been a complete disaster. Interesting, he's got Laporte working. When I pick Laporte, he tends to be very error prone. Come on, Neymar, for the love of Christ. Good save by Alisson. Neymar goes on to a 5.9. Christ in heaven, Neymar. Well, we lost again. God. What is wrong with him? Look at the stats. What the hell is wrong with him? Well, dead last. Right, let's try my other formation. If it ever works. What's it doing now? There we go. So we want this to be Paqueta. Try Neymar as a false 9. Sandro, Cuadrado, Marquinhos, Militao, Thiago Silva. Let's try that. See if it gives us a different result. Waiting. Let's not come last, eh? I have used it as a bit of a test run, but been a little bit unlucky in the first game as well. Yeah. What's the matter with you? Pace is amazing. Acceleration's okay. Excellent finishing. Very good composure. Heading superb. Off the ball superb. Teamwork superb. Why haven't you worked? Doesn't make any sense. Or Neymar. James, Skriniar, Jimenez, Kimpembe, Robertson, De Jong, Milinkovic, Savic, Vardy, Lukaku and Isak as the 3 up front. The plan is, with this formation, was always to be a counter-attacking team. It's interesting to pick Jamie Vardy. Oh, for the love of God. Looked onside to me. Offside. Offside. Come on, let's not end on no points. Come on. Oh, it's a red card. Yeah, actually got a chance of getting a point. At least a point. I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get a point. Come on. We've got to win. We've got to change this to attacking now. He's very open now. Still 3 up front. That's a ballsy move. I can always stick Paqueta up with Zapata and Neymar as well and move Bennett and Curran Fabinho forward a bit. It's an unfortunate start. Offside goal, red card, 3 and 4 minutes. Can Neymar actually do something? Because he's been absolutely useless all the way through this. Come on. Oh, how is he getting chances? Oh my god! I'm cursed. I'm cursed. Oh god. Not even played badly. Right, let's put Paqueta up there. If it ever lets me do it. Come on. Surely it can't. He's got virtually no defence at all. Right, okay. Right, I've had enough. Okay, fair enough. Let's fix this. Let's move these forwards. Let's get one of these centre-backs off and bring another midfielder on. We'll bring DePaul on and then move Fabinho back there. For the love of God. Someone hates me so much. He's dominating me. Come on, Neymar, for God's sake. Oh, hell, Neymar. If you're out there and you're listening, never pick Neymar. Right? I've had enough. A lot of you can die. This is not good enough. Come on. Let's get Alexandro off as well before he gets himself sent off. Surely. 10 men for virtually 90. Oh, that is appalling, isn't it? 10 men for virtually 90 minutes. Jesus. Lukaku went off on one then. Come on. Please. Just put one of them two in behind. Or just run them through them yourself. Oh, God's sake. Robertson on an 8 because Cuadrado's got absolutely decimated. Let's try Danilo. Why not? He can't do any worse. Neymar. Into Zapata, who again loses out in a heading situation. And Danilo smashes it straight at Ramsdale. Come on. Oh, Neymar. Oh, Danilo. Oh, God. What are you doing? He wasn't going anywhere. What are you doing? Oh, of course he scored. Fucking hell. Oh, so what's the point? Just do that. Whatever. You shit, the lot of you. Good God. I mean, I could try and put these two on Mazzala attack, couldn't I? That might help a little bit. Puts a bit more pressure on him, but... Jesus wept. What is wrong with Neymar? Eight shots on target, even with 10 men. That's crazy. Oh well, that's me done. Well, you live and learn. Die, the lot of you. You've let me down so badly. How's that ended up happening? Good God. Right. Well, it's been a long stream. I don't know. I've lost my counter on here, but I think it must be about a 3 hour stream or something. Thank you very much to anybody who joined me and the one person who followed me. And I'll see you